Good morning. So this has been questioned to me multiple times. So I think it's about time to record a training. Most common question I receive is how to send out voicemail drops inside GoHighlevel. So there are other apps that you can use to send out voicemail drops. However, if you already have a GoHighlevel account and you have the capability to send out SMS, GoHighlevel offers out the same feature to send out voicemails. So it's actually a really simple process. So first is log in into your GoHighlevel account, then go to automations. Under automations, you will see two options here on the top. It says create a folder or create a workflow. We're going to create a workflow and we're going to start from scratch. Now, if you have watched my previous trainings, I did cover a whole lot of options in terms of automations on how you can use it. With this specific scenario, we're only going to be using it for voicemail drops. Only requirement is you need to have a list of people to receive the voicemail drops. Or you can integrate it with any other triggers, for example, opt-in forms or lead forms, or for example, you can import a list and send them a voicemail message. So first is we're going to rename the automation. Now, you need to always have a naming convention. That way you can easily find the specific automation that you are working on. For the specific case, we are not going to be using a trigger. Now, our trigger afterwards, I will explain it on how people will come in here. But for the specific case, I just wanted a voicemail drop to be delivered, for example, to my list. So with this scenario, I don't need a trigger. So we're going to proceed with an action. And the action would be search for voicemail. Just attach or add your file. Let's see if I have any file here. I don't. So let me go ahead and pull up a file. Now for the file format, what GoHighlevel is using would be the MP4 or MP3 format, MP3 format, sorry, not MP4, MP3 format. Oftentimes it will also accept MP4 format, but commonly I do use MP3. If you don't have it on that format, for example, if it came from an iOS device, that's normally a different format. You can use an online converter or any other file converter that you have. There are quite a ton of them available online that you can use. So let me just find the MP3 file. I know I have it somewhere here. Let's see. Now, while I'm pulling that up, if you have any questions in terms of anything in their GoHighlevel, do leave that on the comment section. I do respond to comments, and if it is a more complex question, I might be able to record another training for you guys. So I now have the file. So let's go ahead and upload the file. So then again, this is an MP3 format. Once you're good with that, just go ahead and save, publish, and then save again. You now have an automation that sends out voicemail traps. Now, let's say, for example, if you want everyone on your list to receive that, let's say, for example, under contacts, I am on the list. So let me just update and add my phone number. Save. Okay. So let's say, for example, this is your list. Just select everyone on your list that you wanted to be included. If you have a smart list, you can also use that, or you can use filters if you want to send it to a specific number of people. But let's say, for example, you have now a list. You select everyone on your list, and then you click on this robot icon. This icon automatically will ask or add the persons on your list onto a specific automation you selected. So go ahead and click on proceed. Select the workflow you created. This is also another reason why you need to have a good naming convention. So you can easily pull out a specific workflow or automation you wanted to use. And for actions, this is for back-end tracking, meaning for you to understand what actions you did or what you did in the future. For example, if you're importing a list, it will also ask you for an action. If you're sending out a blast, it will ask you for an action. So this is going to be a voicemail drop demo. And once you're good, go ahead and click on Add to Automation. And that's it. What will happen now is GoHighlevel will send out the voicemail drop um, to the number of people that were added onto that automation. If you see under enrollment history, it says it finished. Now, this is your very basic voicemail drop. Now, let's say, for example, you have a list of people that you wanted to send, let's say a really big list. GoHighlevel may take some time to send it out. The same with doing an SMS and email. GoHighlevel sends it, does not send it all at the same time. It sends it by batches. For example, 40,000 people list might take 20 minutes to 30 minutes to be completely sent out. Or if, let's say, for example, you have a automation that is triggered via form, so you can do a wait action, 1 minute, and then add an advanced window and only start from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. That's your business hours, and then save that action. So what it will now do is it will make sure it will wait. If let's say if it's after 5 p.m., it will wait up until it's 9 a.m. the next day to continue the rest of the automation. Now, triggers. As the initial example we had, I did not use a trigger because I wanted to just set out a voicemail blast to all my leads. Now, let's say, for example, if you have a form, you can use a form as a trigger. Here, you can specify the form, whatever form you have. I don't have a form here because this is a demo account. But you can pretty much use any other trigger. You can also use or send a voicemail drop every time a new contact has been created. That can be some sort of a trigger. So that would be all for now. If you have any questions in regards to voicemail drops or anything inside GoHighlevel, again, don't hesitate to ask on the comments.